Okay, so here's my video on how to go ahead and diagnose your HVAC system. And as you notice, it's pretty quiet in the car. Usually never quiet in here at all. So, with your car in the ACC position, this is basically what you should be seeing. Okay? Hopefully your gas gauge is a little bit more than that. Alright, now with your car in the ACC position, I have my lights on right now, so again, when it's New Year's Day, you definitely want to do this for your buddies over there at the Chrysler minivan forum. Very important. Alright, as we see on these controls right here, right, we have them at these positions as we see them. Now, these two guys right here, honestly, that should be a lot brighter, but really these aren't backlit. They should be, but whatever, I'll fix that some other day. The thing is, as you go past, like this side, do you hear that? And the one in the back just did it too. Now I'm going to do it again, and you're not going to see this, but I'm going to put the camera down here by the floor so you can hear the noise that it makes. That's to go ahead and check whether your blend doors and stuff are working. Now I'm going to cycle through these one at a time and show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to move this over here to the middle and then over here to the very far right. And we're going to go down here so you can hear. Are you ready? We're going to go to the middle now. Now we're going to go to the very right, which is the hot side. Now we're only going to do the driver one. So we're going to do the driver one in the middle. Then we're going to go to the driver one to the very left or the cold side. Okay? Now we're going to do the same thing with the passenger. We're going to go to the middle. Then we're going to go to the very cold side for the passenger. Excellent. Now, we're going to go ahead and move this control. Now remember, the fan is not on, but the blend doors, they're still working. So, as we try, I'm going to be really quiet now. We're going to move this. Go down here again. I'm going to move to the next position, which is the foot position. And now we're going to go ahead and move this down to the defrost foot. Now I'm going to move this down to just the defrost or the window defrost. Cool. Now it's weird because in the back I can actually hear that, like almost like the speaker going ta 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 ta. I don't know if that's just the blend door or not. Now we're gonna go ahead, while this is over here at the window position, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it all the way back over to the front face. Cool. Now we're going to go ahead and switch all the way to the hot side for both driver and passenger. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my camera, I'm going to put it in the back of my vehicle so you can hear a little bit better what the rear blend door sounds like. Alright? So, I'm going to go ahead and tell you which controls I'm moving, and I want you to listen carefully. Now you may have to get your headphones on or listen to this really carefully because the mic might not catch everything, but it's a pretty good mic. So let's go and go back over here. Now we are in the back of my vehicle, right? And I'm going to go ahead and switch the heater controls from hot to cold. 3, 2, 1, go. Now we're going to switch it over to hot. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and move the front air recirculation to the feet and see if that does anything. And remember, we're here in the back of the vehicle. Now again, you probably heard a few something. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's just the blend door, but it sounds like it's coming from the stereo. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to defrost. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the full cool side up here in the driver's HVAC location. So we're going to go from hot to cold. Okay, there we go. So again, like I said, the HVAC doors could still be working, right? The vent flap doors, but I don't know if they're mechanically working. So if they're mechanically not working, then what could possibly be the issue is that the controls work, the motors and the solenoids work, but the physical flap door, that plastic piece, may be broken. So it may sound different if it's broken. I don't know. I don't even know whether mine are actually completely functioning. But I can almost guarantee you 99% of the time, it's usually because the heater core is clogged. So back flush that thing, see if that works first. It's really important, all right? And if that works, and then do it for the rear as well, okay? Because there's two lines that go underneath the van, and you can back flush that as well. You can use some of the coolant flush cleaning stuff, but then again, like I said, it may dislodge some things, but like I said, physical pressure is probably the best. And the thing is, you have to be really careful when you do it, because if you put full hose pressure, technically the hose from your house is a lot more. There's a flushing kit that you can use, and that should bring your heater back. Again, if your flaps and your HVAC and everything are working, okay. You could also have like a I think there's a blend control thing for the heater knob or something for the actual for the water or something. That may be an issue. That may have been frozen shut or something. That can possibly happen. I think there's one of those in the system, and I'll go look that up. But more than likely, it's either that control valve, and I think there's a control valve in there that closes, or, I believe so. I think it's more than just a blend door. I'm pretty sure there's a control valve in there. And if that control valve gets stuck, then that may be the issue. All right? Then you may just need to replace that. It may not be your heater core, maybe a little easier. I don't know. But again, with everything, that's pretty much how you have to basically check it. If you have one of those little heat guns, then you can tell what's going on. Now, if the solenoid is stuck, it'll probably tell you, it'll give you like an error code here. And there's a way to do that as well. Go look up the video. There's a guy who made an excellent video about that. It's on YouTube, and I'll try to post a link to that. But that's what you want to do. All right? So basically, what we've done in this video at 3:23 in the morning on New Year's Day is verify whether the HVAC unit actually is working the blend doors and all the other stuff. All right, so if it's your blend door issue, if the motor's out, you're probably not going to hear anything. If it's physically broken, you might hear like a crack or a crackle. I don't know. May not hear anything. I don't know what it sounds like. But at least you know that the HVAC control unit is actually doing what the hell it's supposed to do. If you don't hear anything, chances are you either have a bad motor, right, or a bad solenoid, or the computer actually is bad. Now, mine does give off an error code, so I'm pretty sure there's something wrong, all right? And because it won't reset or something like that, even when it was hot, I'm thinking, because I think you have to do it above 50 degrees or something, I may have an issue with my heating or cooling system, probably with one of the solenoids that probably got stuck, all right? You may be able to have luck by using the cleaning solution that you can put in. I think, I forgot who did that, that one guy who sells blinker fluid. You may be able to get it unstuck that way, but more than likely, it's probably just old, and it needs to be replaced, okay? So you may have to actually, there's a mixed solenoid that makes the hot water go or not, all right? The flap doors don't really stop like keyed or something like that technically, right? If you're not getting anything, it may just be the solenoid being rusted out on the inside, so you may need to replace that. Again, I am not a heater virtuoso. I'm an electronics person. But I'm pretty sure there's some other guys in there that have replaced the heater components. And there's a guy who actually did that, took off the whole dash, everything over here. And you literally take all this stuff out to get to the stuff down there. It is a pain in the ass. It's a lot of work, but it can be done. All right. So if your heater's not working, and more than likely is like a blend, I don't think it's a blend door. I think it's a solenoid for the back. But again, you heard what it sounds like. Cool? All right, man. I hope this video helps you out. I know it's kind of long, but I wanted to make sure that you understood exactly what we did here. We cycled this. We cycled these controls, even with the fan off, so you could hear the noises of the system actually working. So it'll still work with the fan off, so you can verify it on your own, in your own car, 3 a.m. in the morning, late at night, when it's really quiet, whether this thing works or not, and whether the motors and the solenoids and the flaps and all that are going. If not, then obviously either one of the motors are bad, or the unit over here is bad. And again, check out that guy's video where he shows you how to reset this. More than likely, all right, it's probably a physical problem, all right? It's either a clogged heater core, right? Or there's something wrong with there's a blend solenoid thing, all right? And I think this will actually give you the error code. The lights will blink if that's the issue. Again, it's about, what, 49 degrees right now, so technically I could do that, but again, I'd probably still come up with an error code, and that's probably why I'm not getting as much hot air in my cabin, because that little blend thing I forgot what it's called, but basically it controls the water, right? So if it's, if I say cold, then it's probably going to shut off the water so it doesn't actually recirculate through the heater core and is able to give you basically, regular cold air, so if you have it on this side. And if you don't press the AC button, which is right there, again, like I said, my car's off, so the AC button obviously isn't working, right? I mean, that recirculate isn't working. That works, however, with the car off. Now, there we go. That works, and that just keeps it on. But these are your momentary buttons right here. And again, they still function if your car's not running, right? So again, this will be intermittent, okay? This will be, it just keep on going. And this is to go ahead and get the rear just to wash it, all right? And that's how that should function. Now, I have never had the thing come on when I turned on my car. So if there's an issue of that, it may be that it's getting a ghost signal or something, because when you turn it on, maybe, I don't know, all right? But again, it'll probably, I don't know if it's your motor or not. It more than likely may be, but I've never seen a rear motor go bad. All right, dude, hope that helps you out. Peace.